By now, all of you have heard Donald Trump's appeal to try to get the January 6th case against him tossed on the grounds of presidential absolute immunity has been rejected. The three-judge panel decided to say, no, Donald, you don't have absolute immunity from the prosecution because you were president of the United States. This is a blow, a huge blow to Donald Trump and his bid to stay out of prison, not to mention get back into the White House. I'm going to read you several excerpts from the New York Times article, Federal Appeals Court Rejects Trump's Claim of Absolute Immunity. The ruling answered a question that an appeals court had never addressed. Can a former president escape being held accountable by the criminal justice system for things they did while in office? Now, to that, before I get to the excerpts, we've never had a situation like this before in our lives in this country. We've never had a president or a former president that has been indicted on 91 felony counts. So Donald Trump is the first. It's not exactly the kind of history I want to make, but despite the matter of fact, let's get to the excerpts real quick. A federal court on Tuesday rejected former President Trump's claim that he was immune from the charges of plotting to subvert the results of the 2020 election, ruling that he must go on trial for a criminal indictment accusing him of seeking to overturn his loss to President Biden. Judge Churkin, I hope that God you are watching this, and I hope you are reading the New York Times and someone is telling you all about this, because you need to put this bastard on trial now. Not a couple of months from now, now. Going back to the article, the unanimous ruling by a three-panel judge of the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit. Now, real quick about that, two of them were Democrats, one of them was Republican. Going back to the article, handed Mr. Trump a significant defeat, but was unlikely to be the final word of his claim of executive immunity. Mr. Trump is expected to continue his appeal to the Supreme Court. Still, the panel's 57-page ruling signaled an important moment in American jurisprudence, answering a question that had never been addressed by the appeals court. Can a former president escape being held accountable by the criminal justice system for things they did while in office? Now, already we're gonna hear everything from Donald Trump saying that he's gonna go after Joe Biden, he's gonna go after Barack Obama, all because of this. But here's the thing: what exactly are you going to go after them for? For pissing you off? Going back to the article, the question is novel because no former president until Mr. Trump has been indicted, so there was never an opportunity for a defendant to make to consider and courts to consider the sweeping claim, the executive immunity that he's put forward. The panel comprised of two judges appointed by Democrats, and one Republican appointee said in his decision that despite the privileges of office that he once held, Mr. Trump was subject to federal criminal law like any other American. And the end of this excerpt I'm going to read to you is, oh, I'm loving this. Quoting directly from the decision, for the purposes of this criminal case, former President Trump has become Citizen Trump, with all the defenses of any other criminal defendant. But any executive immunity that may have protected him while he served in office no longer protects him against this prosecution, unquote. Citizen Trump. Citizen Trump. You're not president anymore, boy. Right now, from the moment you stepped off the White House grounds, On January 20th, 2017, you became Citizen Trump. Now, here's the thing about all of this. Trump said that a president can do whatever he wants in office and he won't be prosecuted for it. Guess what? You can be. You committed 91 felony counts, 91 charges of felony. And you really thought that this wasn't going to come back to you? And I already know the MAGA is going to be angry. They're going to curse the heavens. They're going to curse this country. They're going to threaten everybody. They've already threatened me. Hell, they've threatened me since the second I told them I wasn't a Trump supporter. But here's the thing. Donald Trump is facing trial. Judge Churkin, for the love of the Lord, please put this guy on trial now. Not months from now, not weeks from now. Now. Right now. You got what you needed. The Federal Appeals Court has just said that Donald Trump can be held accountable for his actions while President of the United States. Donald Trump needs to hang for the things he's done. He's up on 91 felony accounts, one of which happened to try to overturn the election results that would try to get him back in power, pushing his supporters for a terrorist attack in hopes for him to stay in power. So enough is enough. Donald Trump, Citizen Trump, needs to be held on trial now. You got what you needed, Judge Churkin. You got the federal cover you needed. The federal case against Trump, it should go on now. And as for you Republicans in the Supreme Court, you know what I'm talking about. You drunk, you religious fanatic, you whore, you frog-faced buffoon. Don't get in the way of this. Trump is going to come to you, but the letter of the law has spoken. Don't try to protect him. Don't try to say they're wrong. Stay out of this. Because you could possibly be recalled as witnesses in this trial. Especially you frog-faced buffoon. And if not you, your Armani wife, who plotted January 6th with the January 6th attackers. Donald Trump's time is coming to an end. Don't drown with him. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.